So it's funny how blunt those Nigerian Idol judges get when it comes to the performances of other Nigerian Idol's contestants. But when it comes to Beyonce, it seems like they get tongue-tied, or they get hypnotized, or they go into a deliberate mode of blindness to every single thing that is wrong with her performance. Her performance wasn't the only thing wrong on Sunday. And there was also Comfort. Comfort, I have a lot to talk about it. So guys, on this video, what I'm going to be doing is I will label out every single thing that was wrong with Beyonce's performance on Sunday, and also of Comfort as well. And the reason why I'm going to be doing this is because of the much accolades that the judges kept on showering on Beyonce, and it got me really pissed off because I just feel like at the end of the day, you need to say the truth to these people to help them grow. So watch to the end of this video as I spill it all. Royce had to go get his beauty sleep for the morning, so he's going to be on the bed for a bit, as you can see. Let's get back into the video. I don't know if it's just me, but I watched the Idols contestants perform on Sunday, and I saw how the judges' comments played a huge role in influencing Beyonce's performance and Comfort's performance. I'm not going to talk about the other contestants on this video because those are the ones, they are more experienced. They're slightly professional in singing. But if you look at it properly, you see that Comfort and Beyonce, they are kind of like the two youngest of the bunch, and both of them lack that level of expertise that the rest of the other contestants have. Now, when I talk about the influence of the judges' comments on Comfort's performance and Beyonce's performance, you will see how there is some sort of power dynamic playing out there. You will see how it's kind of played positively for Beyonce and negatively for Comfort. Let me put it simply now. It's very, very obvious that whenever Beyonce performs, she doesn't do well. She doesn't do great in terms of expression, in terms of performance, even in terms of vocals. She doesn't do great at all. Okay, let me not say at all. She does great to some extent, but not to the level of one who should be in the top 11. Yeah? So that is what happens. But regardless of whatever flop she does on stage, you see Shay especially, and DJ Sosay especially, cheering her on. And another very, very annoying thing, let me deviate a bit. Another very annoying thing is how Shay is constantly, publicly declaring that she is rooting for Beyonce, that she is Beyonce's biggest cheerleader, biggest fan. And I keep on wondering that, is this really allowed on the show? I mean, this is the first music reality TV show I have seen in Nigeria. I'm not talking about abroad now, but I'm talking about in Nigeria, where one of the judges is showing open support for a contestant. And I find it to be very, very appalling because the judge in question is Shay. She is kind of an influencer in her own space. She has her own followers on Instagram. She has her own followers across all social media platforms. So if she keeps on showing open support, public support for Beyonce, which I find to be very, very unprofessional, then I feel like she's indirectly gathering votes for Beyonce. And the organizers are not saying anything about it. Anyways, I thought I should put that out there. Let the organizers know that one of their judges is actually openly gathering votes for Beyonce. And that is very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Except that is actually not a problem in their rule book. But for me, I feel like that is completely wrong. Back to Sunday's performance, yeah? Beyonce sang, and to be honest, I must confess, she has actually worked on her vocals. She sounds better than how she sounded last week. I must give it to her. And I remember in my previous video, I mentioned that she needs a voice coach. She needs an instructor. She needs, in fact, all the contestants, they need someone to actually groom them. Beyonce needs a lot of grooming because for me, I felt like she does not deserve to be in the top 11. She was not ready for that particular level. There were other contestants that actually deserved to be in the position that she's currently holding. Yeah, that was what I said. So on Sunday, I noticed the improvement in her vocals, which is very good. But now, the thing that actually flopped the performance, in my opinion, was the way she actually performed. Once again, guys, I'm going to say it the way it is. Frankly, Beyonce's performance still lacks expression. Now, this time around, her performance wasn't dead. The last time she performed, her performance was actually dead. It was deadbeat. It was soulless. It was lifeless. I will say that again and again and again. Now, Sunday's performance was not dead. It was not lifeless. I mean, she actually put in life. You know, it wasn't dead, but it lacked expression. What do I mean by it lacked expression? Anybody that knows that particular song would know clearly that the lady that sang that song actually sang that song with so much fire, with so much passion, with so much energy. She was very, very energetic. Now, it's a given. Beyonce was actually having fun on stage that Sunday. She was actually having fun. She was feeling herself. And of course, she was looking very, very glammed up and very beautiful. As I said, the eye candy of the Nigerian Idol season. Yeah, so she was looking very, very beautiful. And she was feeling herself. And guys, to be very, very honest, that was what I saw. She was completely feeling herself. She was basking in her beauty, in the glory of being Beyonce, to the point that she actually forgot the actual expression that was needed to greatly pass on the message of that song. Now, guys, go and Google the original piece of that song. Google the video. Or no, you don't even have to go and watch the video. Just listen to the audio. You will hear the fire in that woman's voice. Guys, I did not feel that. I was just listening to a rhythmic, tune. I was listening to a sweet voice. I was listening to just a happy go child on a stage. I did not feel it. Let me use the judge's language now. I did not feel it. I did not get the message of that song. And I feel like whatever Beyonce performed on Sunday on stage, that was not the message that the actual owner of the song was trying to pass. So for me, all those hypes that the judges kept on giving, these people, are you guys hypnotized or what? Is there something that is constantly blocking you people's mind to understand that this is actually a competition? Now, it's okay for them to cheer on this girl. It's okay for them to actually encourage her. I mean, there's always that space to encourage, yeah? But how do they just do it that they constantly just cheer, give her accolades, hype, but they do not have the guts to actually point out her flaws, which is quite appalling. I feel like they're playing very, very careful. They're threading on very, because I heard, from some people that have taken the pain to go and research into Beyonce's background that, her father is a very rich man, the judges, they know the father, they have connection, blah, blah, blah. And so what? To just crown it up, guys, talking about Beyonce's performance on Sunday, it wasn't great. She tried, but it was not great. She can do better. She can still do better. She has worked on her vocals. She has worked on her stage confidence a bit. But on Sunday's performance, guys, let me put it simply. It looked like a child rehearsing for choir practice. It looked like a child that was about to climb the altar, the pulpit on Sunday to sing and minister in church. And so when the child was saying, the child will pause again. I'm like, guys, it all looked like choir practice to me. I'm sorry to say, but that was what it seemed like. Now, moving on to Comfort's performance. For the first time on Sunday, I noticed that Comfort actually has inferiority complex. Guys, I don't know if it's something that she came to the show with, but from the look of things, from what I actually observed on Sunday, I noticed that Comfort is probably used to seeing Beyonce receiving so much accolades, so much hypings from the judges. Whatever she does, whatever, she receives good encouragement from the judges. And so I felt strongly that on Sunday, Comfort decided to do what Beyonce does to get the same level of accolades. But unfortunately for her, it did not work. So Comfort comes onto the stage and she was whining herself, trying to feel all sexy, trying to do every single thing that Beyonce does when Beyonce performs, basically trying to reincarnate a Beyonce on herself on the stage. But then I find it really, really uncomfortable. I found it really, really disturbing, because I'm like, Comfort, calm down. Just be yourself, just sing. It was terrible. It was an eyesore. The performance was horrible. And I felt really sorry for her, because I just saw the way the judges were looking at her. Some of them were mocking her. The look on their face, they looked amused. They looked bored. I mean, they didn't even waste time to show their displeasure of her performance. And to make matters worse, she wasn't very, very audible. She was she was singing, but she was silent in her singing, which is very, very funny, because I wondered how somebody will still hold a mic and people cannot really hear you. People cannot really hear the lyrics. All people could see was the curviness of your body swaying and moving and grinding to the sound of whatever you were mouthing from the mic. And I was very, very sad for Comfort that day. And guys, just as expected, the judges wasted no time whatsoever in bashing Comfort. And just so that it will not seem like they are being partial, once again, they said, oh boy, you tried, we noticed you're confident, blah, blah, blah. And then Shay of all people, of course, wasted no time in telling Comfort that, oh, all those winding and grinding you did was not necessary. I wish that Shay had actually grown the balls to actually say the same thing to Beyonce, but no. Our lips are always sealed when it comes to the flaws of Beyonce anyways. I'm just going to say this again on this video, because honestly, I did not want to talk about this Sunday's performance at all, because I was once again irritated by the judges overhyping of Beyonce's performance. But a lot of you kept on sending messages in the previous video I dropped saying, oh Glory, talk about Sunday's performance, oh Glory, do this, do that, you know. And so I said, okay, well, let me talk about it. Okay, now I'm just gonna say this again. I said it in my previous video and I'm gonna repeat myself. Listen, I see a conspiracy playing on here on Nigerian Idols. I see the judges trying to push Beyonce to the finals and possibly help her to win. And I'm gonna say this: if Beyonce wins the show, then agenda, we don't agenda, period. That is what I have to say. Listen guys, this is not me trying to say that, oh, Beyonce cannot improve, Beyonce cannot do great. She can do great, but guys, you and I will agree that people like Kingdom, people like Daniel, people like Faith Mark, people like Faith, they are very much more talented, more expressive, more professional in performing than Beyonce. Beyonce is like, okay, Beyonce and Comfort, they are at the bottom of the list of performers. But anything that makes Beyonce get to the finals or to even win, then we're gonna see an entire familiar scenario, you know, of all these reality TV shows where they ensure that the eye candy gets to the finals of the show, so that the show will remain on the lips of every audience that is watching it, so that people will continue to talk about the show, so that the show will continue to trend, so that people will not lose interest on the show. But let's see how it goes. Anyways guys, that is all I have to say for this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. I don't want to dwell too much on it, because already some family members of Beyonce, they are coming to my channel to come and say Beyonce is great, it's great. Who said your daughter is not great? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Have an amazing day. Bye.